Yeah, that all worked.
Oh, so according to Phosphatide, the apparent story behind why Final Fantasy VIII isn't available as a classic download anywhere is because Squeenix lost a huge portion of the original source code.
I mean, that's not something they've ever said.
Crazy Zony, we didn't...
Missed the story on Nintendo Direct will now have cloud save, but if you let your subscription lapse, it eats your saves.
That was literally in my story. That was a huge portion of my story.
Yeah.
That was there.
Okay, no, they said, oh, sorry.
Oh, yeah.
Did you say Super Smash instead of Super Mario Brothers U? I don't think so.
No?
I don't think I did, but I don't think I did.
They won't instantly. But the problem is Nintendo hasn't actually given any clarification, like how long they'll keep your saves for, and like the fact that it's only some games that crowd save.
Should have it's 2.
I don't know.
Oh right, yes, that's a good point, Buckminst. We did mention that. Fortnite won't be gated behind Nintendo Switch Online.
So like some games won't be?
Yeah.
Hey everybody. So yeah, Nintendo. Yeah.
It's up to the company, yeah.
Nintendo continues their
We're done. Yeah.
solid online
Can we get
system.
a Graham shirt frontal for those interested in seeing the motive? What?
They want to see the
The motif?
Oh, like what the shirt is? This is the Desert Bus.
yeah.
Documentary shirt.
Desert Bus doc shirt. It's a map.
Yeah, from Tucson to Las Vegas. Where's Las Vegas?
Las Vegas is in the star.
Oh.
And Tucson is...
Yeah, we
Down here, by the Thromborax.
Yes.
the current
Full frontal Graham would get us kicked off Twitch.
the current info on the cloud saves. Yeah, we don't know like how long they'll stick around, which is obviously concerning.
Yeah, it's like, what the fuck is the point?
All right, so let's talk about stories.
Paul is louder again. I don't see why.
Maybe I turned my thing up higher. Hey everybody.
Good point, Darren. I guess it would now be allowed on Steam.
What, full frontal Graham?
Full frontal Graham would now be allowed on Steam.
Well,
Yes,
that's what
but
counts.
We're not. If we had a video game that was
That
full frontal
was
gram,
that.
I guess.
That's
guess
like
we
not
could.
on brand for us.
No. Yeah, it's not really our brand. Okay. Switch over to the
So
other app.
obviously Nintendo Direct
Happened.
happened, and because it was sort of delayed because of the typhoon and stuff, there was a lot of pent up Nintendo news.
Yeah, and if you were worried about the typhoon, the N is now back on Nintendo's building.
Yes.
They replaced the N. So
And other stuff is presumably also being repaired.
Yeah, the Final Fantasy 7, 9, 10, 10, 2, 12.
12. 15 Pocket Edition. Crystal Chronicles, the GameCube one.
holy shit.
Chocobo's Mystery Dungeon. There's a further subtitle. It's Chocobo's Mystery Dungeon.
We made this game too.
I can't remember what it is. And Final Fantasy Maxima, which is like a mobile game with super deformed, like big head Final Fantasy characters. Also announced for the Switch.
I do like.
Everybody. That's it. Chocobo Mystery Dungeon. Everybody.
Wait,
I do like Chocobo.
wait, like everybody?
No.
Like,
B-U-D-D-Y. Everybody.
They're buddies.
Yeah, because everyone's a buddy.
I had a mystery dungeon.
Crystal Chronicles, you say? Yup.
I do like that Chocobo Mystery Dungeon
Paul has his own
is
chat.
getting before before Final Fantasy
Yeah.
VIII is kind of funny.
What about Bahamut Lagoon? I was really hoping after the Fortnite story, one of you would have been like, BTW, I'm divorcing you over Fortnite.
But you
They'd be
just
like,
play Fortnite.
Yeah, I'd be like, why? Because I'm not playing it? No, it just seems like the cool thing to do. Yeah, so that's the Final Fantasy. There's a lot of Final Fantasy coming to the Switch.
And the idea that Final Fantasy VII not remastered, just regular Final Fantasy VII, is going to be coming, again, which is kind of cool.
I have a further question about that, which I don't know the answer to. Is which version? I would hope it's a port of the one that's on Steam, because that one's already higher res and has a couple quality of life changes,
right?
Than just the original PS1 version.
I'd assume it's the
but
Steam
I
version.
don't know. You would assume
I mean, that would be
You assume
logical.
that it would be the most recent version.
I would also assume that,
And yet,
but
these days you can't be so careful.
yeah, well, except.
Yeah, there have been some rather unfortunate ports of retro games in the last little while, so who knows? All right, yeah, so we got the whole cloud save thing that is based, essentially Nintendo, once again, sort of doing...
Nintendo-y things.
Yeah,
To me,
internet is, or the online thing is something that other people do.
Here's the thing. I think actually pretty much the goofiest thing for me is not that the cloud saves won't be for every game. And it's not for the fact that they can't give you a straight answer about how long they're going to keep your cloud saves for. For me, the goofiest thing is that their solution to online voice chat is that you have to put an app for iOS and Android onto your phone.
Yeah.
That's the goofiest thing.
When
It's
I
like
was
everything
playing-
else, I'm like,
that's,
yeah, Nintendo.
It's like, that's just
Yeah.
Skype. Like,
When
if you're going to do that, you might as well just use Skype or Discord or
When
something.
I was playing lots of Destiny 1 on PS4, we were using the Sony, like the in-game Destiny chat was not great, so we were using the PlayStation chat because I needed my phone to fuck around on Twitter while we were waiting for stuff to load.
Huh.
It's like, no, my I don't want to use my phone for that. You need an app to use your phone? No. You need an app to do the voice chat.
Final Fantasy VII on Switch will be the same as Final Fantasy VII PC, because as I understand it, the original code was lost or destroyed. Man, apparently a bunch of early Final Fantasy code has been lost over the years.
Yeah.
Which is not that surprising.
Yeah.
You do hear that a lot about some of the old retro stuff. Or it'll be like, this was lost, and then like it was found on a floppy disk in somebody's basement when they were cleaning it out. It's like, oh yeah, this important piece of video game history. Oh yeah, here it is. All right, what else we got going on here?
The Toadette, Peachette thing, that's so weird.
Every time people are like, okay, this is the timeline.
Yeah.
Or this is how the world works.
Yeah.
Everybody's agreed on it. Then Nintendo just
Nintendo
comes
doesn't
over and
care.
throws a rock into
Nintendo doesn't care.
Nintendo gives no shits.
They operate kind of like we do when people try to like make the crap shots one cohesive universe.
Oh, yeah.
We just like
We're like, sure.
let's just add a new thing
Yeah,
and
why not?
not pay any attention to
Yeah,
how it works.
Nintendo gives no shit about your fan theories. Nintendo does not care about you having any kind of like cohesive narrative in your head about what the fuck is going on with Mario, why Mario looks so different from all the people in New Donk City, right? Like, remember that?
Yeah.
It's like, isn't Mario human? What are these tall, thin humans? Like, look at Mario. He looks more like a toad than a human. Like,
Yeah.
is it?
And then you've got...
What happened to his plumbing business?
you've got,
Nintendo doesn't
like,
give a shit.
old art of Princess Toadstool where she does have the Toadstool hat, and again her dad, who's shown twice, once in like the strategy guide and once in that coloring book that you saw, and then never mentioned again.
Well, he's in 3, right?
Is he?
Yeah, he like whenever on all the airship levels, he gets like turned into an animal, and then when you save the airship,
wow.
isn't that
Is he or
Peach's dad?
isn't that just some toads? I don't know. And so people were talking about like maybe it's like wait, the princess in another castle thing, is that just were those toads were they Peach at one point? What's going on?
What I want to know is what happens when, you know, the
Oh, it's kings from different kingdoms.
Oh, okay.
What are the other kingdoms to the Mushroom Kingdom? Turnip Kingdom?
Maybe.
or like they're
Cabbage
they're
Kingdom?
like they're sub kingdoms.
Mario
of
is
the
not a
Mushroom
continuity.
Kingdom?
It is a magic stage show put on by the celebrity actors who also play games together and participate in sports.
I mean, that's the fun. That's the
I
Mario
love it.
3
That's
one, right?
Mario 3, yeah.
'cause
But it's all a show, yeah.
But yeah, there's a lot of questions, and none of them are answered in a useful way. I like. I've been watching a lot of stuff about like old toys, like in 90s or 80s toy, just like YouTube stuff about, you know, like Transformers and G.I. Joe and all these old toys, right? And it is that it's like, okay, there we have like 5 different lines of toys that we were able to buy the molds from. Now you lowly paid guy, you have like a 3-page comic to tie them all together into one cohesive narrative. Go. Also, you can write out 2 sentences on the back of the box.
Okay, well, somebody's like, wait, no. I'm like, what are these other kingdoms? People are like, Desert Kingdom, Giant Kingdom, Pipe Kingdom. I thought those are all parts of the Mushroom Kingdom.
Maybe.
Considering that
don't know.
it's not like the king of the Pipe Kingdom has like a pipe on his head. It's like he's a mushroom.
Maybe he's just a pipe. And you go down him and he's like,
Maybe they're just.
get out of my house.
Whoops. Maybe they're.
And you
provinces?
go out and he's like, whoa.
Yeah, maybe
That was a lot for a first
Maybe it was
date.
a translation error and it's actually the Pipe Prefecture. Like, I don't know. Oh, yeah, Delfino Kingdom. Right, I forgot about that.
Look. Don't read too much into it. Also, there's a galaxy, and also possibly time travel.
Yeah.
Nintendo doesn't care.
Nintendo doesn't give a shit. They're like, what's going to make a good game?
If you have fun trying to work it all together, more power to you.
Yeah.
But there's no satisfactory answer. And then, Fortnite thing. Yeah, this is just from divorce proceedings in the UK from this year. 200 of them specifically mentioned Fortnite.
Now, I feel like these are people who would have found other reasons to get divorced.
One would hope.
I assume.
But on the other hand, like, however many relationships have excessive video game playing by one of the parties as a partial reason for the breakup. Like, to mention Fortnite specifically in the divorce proceedings, that's
It seems unusual.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I'm more shocked there are 200 married couples playing Fortnite. I assume a lot of those are like one. It's like the husband's like, my wife won't stop playing Fortnite. She ignores me. We don't get to do any boinga boinga anymore because she's doing pow pow instead.
She's doing boinga boinga on Fortnite.
Yeah.
And then
That you can make like jump pads in
Yeah,
And then
she's boinga boinging, and
then
she's riding a rocket, but it ain't mine.
There you go.
There.
We got
and then the
there.
judge is like, "What? Sorry, I didn't hear you. I was playing Fortnite on my phone."
I'm playing Fortnite with your wife.
All right, other stuff that's happening.
Hey, Niantic is rolling out a system where you can suggest locations for Pokemon Go.
Oh,
Dear Niantic.
It's going to be so bad for the Ingress community because that's why people were playing
You have
Ingress.
to be,
Dear Niantic, my bed.
yeah, you have to be like level 40 or something before
Currently, it's only in Brazil and
right,
South Korea, and you have to be level 40. That's just that's their threshold for testing the system.
Yeah.
I'm assuming
Each person may only suggest 7 locations every week.
I feel like
many.
the cutoff for being a certain level of experience is a good idea, right? Theoretically, that means that you would know better where the kind of place that a Pokestop would be suitable for.
I guess, yeah.
If you played the game a lot.
Well,
Yeah.
there's a couple roads around here that like some of them have stops all the way down, and others are just like nothing.
Yeah,
So
others
we
are
could
a
use
wasteland.
some filling out, but
yeah.
you assume that. So there's a bunch of stuff like adult stores, like anything that sells alcohol, tobacco, or pornography. It's just
Right.
like no.
Or in Canada, weed!
Yeah. Anything
On
that,
October 17th.
Yeah. Anything that is anything that is temporary or graffiti or stuff like that will probably not be allowed. But things that are historic or educational or like notable visual landmarks tend to get selected. So
I'm just imagining that, like, 6 months down the road, somebody opens up the Pokemon Go thing with like a map of Victoria, and there's just like a dense line of Pokestops going from like your house to the moon base. It's like, I wonder what those are from.
perfect. Ideal.
Ubisoft wants you to play Assassin's Creed for a really long time. So, Ubisoft has experimented with different things with Assassin's Creed. They've done the thing where they brought out more than one a year, which they did for a couple of years.
That was a
Nobody
mistake.
liked that too much. And with Assassin's Creed Origins, they've been experimenting a lot with putting out DLC packs, and having like timed events. And apparently they liked that, so they're going to be doing that. Although there were some issues with it, like for instance, they were like, hey, check out these like nasty new bosses that are only here for the weekend for you to fight. You should fight them. And everyone is like, holy crap, those bosses are 10 levels higher than everybody who plays the game, because it's only been like 2 weeks since the game came out.
Yeah.
So they got that worked out. But the new Assassin's Creed, they really want to like, they have this schedule for like 6 months after it's released. They're going to be doing paid and free content releases.
Okay.
Which, I don't know, I'm like,
It doesn't seem like that sort of stuff makes sense for a game like, for example, Destiny. But Assassin's Creed doesn't seem like the sort of hobby game in the same kind of way.
it's like I'm a big fan of Assassin's Creed.
Yeah.
But I haven't played the Origins DLC stuff. I played the first DLC on New Day, but I haven't finished it because it's like you play it, and it's like I played it a lot. Like I probably put 60 or 70 hours into the game,
That's a lot for.
and then I finished it because at that time there wasn't more, and so I kind of finished it and moved on to other stuff. And so to come back for like, oh hey, there's another 10 hours worth of stuff. You should come back. And it's like, oh, okay, maybe, I guess. and then you sort of go away again, and then it's like, oh hey, there's 5 more hours. And you sort of come back, and you have to like relearn all the mechanics and stuff.
Yeah.
And kind of get your sea legs again or whatever. It just seems it spreading out like that. I feel like it's going to push a lot of people to be like, I'll wait for the Game of the Year edition that has everything.
Oh yes, the big news coming out of Nintendo Direct, at least the big news at the very end of the stream, the one more thing.
New Animal Crossing!
That was at the very, very end. What a great tease they did, though. What do
you mean there's bigger news than a new Animal Crossing? That was the biggest news.
I didn't say it wasn't the biggest news.
Oh, okay.
I said, yes, that was at the very, very end.
Oh.
But what a tease they did. Because they started with the scene of Isabelle.
They think,
And
the
so,
bear.
so everyone was like, Animal Crossing! And then it was like, surprise! Isabelle's Isabelle's in Smash.
And everybody's like, I don't ever want to hurt Isabelle.
Also, holy shit, Isabelle's in Smash. And then it was like, also there's a new Animal Crossing coming. So that was pretty sweet.
Yeah, I've never actually played an Animal Crossing game because, like, I'm typically not a fan of games where you just sort of, like, do a thing for the sake of doing a thing. But, like, Pocket Camp's been pretty good on my phone. And I like playing that with Penelope. So maybe we play Animal Crossing together.
I hope Isabelle, is it Isabelle?
Yeah.
I hope that she's also in the Animal Crossing, but she's like super jacked up from all her Smash Brothers experience. She's like, hey,
Can't think all games are games for the sake of doing a thing. But like typically in like Persona games, you are doing things for the sake of saving the world, and there's a story that you get to. In an Animal Crossing game, as far as I can tell, you're just sort of an indentured debt servant to Tom Nook. I have that already in my real life. I don't need that in a video game, but the animals are so charming.
That's sort of how I understand the games, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I personally am not. I've never really got into the Animal Crossing games, but from what I understand, there is a big demand.
Yes. Well, have you seen the world lately? I would love to have a game where my only issue is I need to collect more cute beetles, right? Like, I just want to go to a world where my biggest problem is, no, I need some bananas.
I mean, being in debt in order to afford your house doesn't seem that, like, fantastically unusual.
Yeah. I was looking through. We actually incorporated all these stories into the thing, except for the new Destiny 2 raid. We talked last week about the championship belt,
which is done now. Obviously,
it took the team that did it. It took them 18 hours and 48 minutes to clear the raid to get world first, and only 2 fire teams did it in the first 24 hours. Only 12 people beat it. There was another team that was 2 minutes overtime, which meant that they didn't get the in-game emblem for doing it in the first 24 hours. They were obviously too late to get world first, but they didn't get the in-game emblem. So, as Foxmart has posted, the stats was 37,000 something people beat King's Fall. The Destiny 1 Year 3 raid beat King's Fall on the first day, and this one was 12. Yeah.
So they made it.
They made it a lot harder.
It's not just that. It's that the level caps. There hasn't been enough time because of how
you had to like really grind, even in order to be prepped for it.
Basically, the way that the grinding is sort of part of the game, and it's not necessarily bad. For those who don't play Destiny, I say grind, it has a negative connotation, but the gameplay loop to get you up to raid level is just a lot slower this time. It's really, really slow. And yeah, as Foxmore said, the raid starts at 560 power, and the last encounter in the raid is at 580 power. And most players got up to around 530. I'm at like 502.
I mean, that's the same thing like I was talking about with the Ubisoft thing, where they released, they're like, fight this cool, scary guy.
Yeah.
Oh shit, he's way too powerful.
Yeah, and so I logged into Destiny last night, and there's this thing that popped up like Bungie rewards. You can unlock special things, or like the ability to buy fancy stuff like that shirt, if you beat the raid by the end of day tonight or tomorrow, by the 18th, right?
All right, and your reaction was not today, Bungo.
Yeah, I was like, fat fucking chance, Bungo. I have a job and a family. Like, wow, fuck me, I guess. Okay. Like they have weird expectations before reset, which is tonight. So yeah, it's a jacket. Oh dang!
And but the one of the neat things that they did do with it, which is a kind of a simple idea, but it's a cool concept where they gated some of the content to be released once the raid finished.
That was amazing.
Which is a cool idea.
That was actually really sweet. Everyone was super excited about that. As soon as the first team got the world first clear, a new strike and a new mission and some new adventures, like more content opened up because they changed the world.
Yeah.
Like the team that beat the raid had an actual effect on the game world for once in your effing life, right? Like you actually felt like some change occurred, which was really cool.
And it's like they could have just made that happen, with the update or with the DLC.
Yeah.
But by delaying it just slightly, and they knew that they wouldn't have to delay it long because people, people really hit these raids fast.
Yeah. I want to see this. I want to see this dumb jacket I'm never gonna have.
Oh, and the one other thing in terms of Assassin's Creed news that's kind of interesting is Assassin's Creed Odyssey, which is the next one. This whole DLC thing that has the whole 6 months thing. Is going to be coming out for the Switch in Japan only, because I guess ostensibly the Switch is not actually powerful enough to do Assassin's Creed the way they want to do it anyway. Presumably they could have put some version of Assassin's Creed on the Switch, but they decided instead of doing that they are actually just going to stream it to the Switch, and this was done previously with the Resident Evil.
Yes, Resident Evil 7.
Again, just in Japan, and so instead of
they can do the infrastructure there and we can't.
Well, it's smaller.
That's what I mean.
Yeah. So the latencies that work better, and people in Japan appear to be more willing to, because the thing is, you're renting the game. It's like $6 or something for a week or something. I forget what the numbers are, but it's a certain amount of money, and you're just renting access to the game.
Like Blockbuster in 1995, the Switch will give you access to a game for only $6 a week.
Wow. All right.
That's how you used to play games. You rented them because you could not afford to buy them because the game was expensive and your parents said no.
Now you don't have to go back to the thing. So yeah, they're doing online. Yeah, the online thing, and I mean it's not like the PS4 has had this for a while too. Switch. So, but this is it's an interesting way of doing it. Where the Switch, which we all know is a little underpowered in comparison to the other systems.
Oh yeah, City Skylines,
especially since the update
for Switch, and it looks no bueno.
Especially since the new update.
There's a lot of stuff happening on Switch. Your Switch is probably about to become my Switch.
That's okay.
I mean,
but yeah, I mean, as Nintendo...
You can play my 3DS all you want.
Whee! As Nintendo consistently proves the power of your system, it's how you use it.
Yep.
All right.
Man, renting games. I still fondly remember over a weekend, we rented Baldur's Gate, Dark Alliance, and Fatal Frame 1?
Yeah.
I think with Fatal Frame. And we played some Dark Alliance. We're like, oh, that was sweet. Let's try Fatal Frame. And we started playing Fatal Frame. And then we were like, actually, fuck that. And just played Dark Alliance for like 24 hours. Dark Alliance was rad.
Fatal Frame's so scary.
Yeah.
All right. All right. Let us do welcome
the subs.
Starting with...
Put my glasses on.
Snake Gums for 15 months.
Progress Muffin.
Yeah.
Matman X311 with a 24-month resub.
It's your friend and mine, Mowdown Joe, for 4 months. 4 months, these non-contiguous gift subs are really screwing with my sense of time. Also, take my $1.
We will. Yeah, September, don't forget.
The Great Mizuti for 3 months.
They're pretty okay.
The Maricat, a 24-month resub. 2 years of steady stream watching. Thanks for the entertainment. Thanks for being here.
It's Rainy Sam 229 for 57 months. That's a long time. They say, I have 100-degree Fahrenheit fever. Whoops. Get well soon.
Pants Revenja.
Extravaganza. Sale 250 with 19-month resub. How can you tell the difference between a crocodile and an alligator? You'll see one later and one in a little while. I get it. It's good.
Monsieur Square for 45 months.
Anti-crepuscular? Yes, it does.
Tango Pixie for 19 months.
Sir Sputnik with a 15-month resub. Welcome back.
It's Feldheim C for 61 months. It was great to see y'all at PAX.
That's our first that's the first 61 I've seen.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
It was nice to see you too.
Bondulful. 41 months. So much of our time is preparation, so much is routine, so much is retrospect that the path of each man's genius contracts itself.
Stofern with a 60-month resub. That's it. The 5 years. Woo.
Whoa. Peter, 200 LX for 24 months. 24, that's 2-something.
Arborist Andrew for 36 months. 3 years. What have I done with my life? Oh yeah. Help support awesome people who make me laugh on the regular.
Hey, thank you. Oh, Muffin's getting confused. Short Round 2099 with a 2-month resub. Man, I love Checkpoint.
Oh, thank you. I think it was a good episode this week.
Yeah.
Jadenum for 14 months. Check those points. We checked them. You can't stop us.
Nivy for 7 months. Legalize anime titty.
Rainer Recco with a 20-month resub. 20 is a good number. Thank you, as ever, for your peerless content.
Aw,
thank you,
thank
Rainer
you.
Recco. That's very kind of you.
It's Spicy Dungus for 21 months. Hot.
Dooman03 for 9 months. Just what I always wanted. My own little sub baby. I will name him George. I will hug him and pet him and squeeze him.
Oh,
Nice.
that Tiny Toons
Yeah.
adventures.
Peachy Prieto, 22-month resub. If you were a fruit, what fruit would you be and why? I can only think of peaches now.
I would be a durian.
You should.
S.A. Jewers, 29 months. Happy regular crispy day, everyone.
Got there.
Sin Kirby for 9 months.
Vire, 7-month resub. My dear coworker convinced me to try WoW just like 10 years after everyone else. Wow.
Wow.
Wow. Wow.
Erst Quarty for 2 months. Thanks for coming back for this.
Chrono 2X for 48 months. Hey, a rare chance to resub when I can live. Wait.
Craddock, 34-month resub. Does this break the progress muffin?
No, Paul's too clever for that.
Doesn't break it, it just goes backwards.
Coriolis Storm for 10 months says, hey, I almost forgot to hit that button. Hope I made it in time.
Rocario for 18 months. Can we make the progress bar get longer?
No.
No.
That does not work. Sage Error, 29-month resub. Cut alive. Checkpoint for once. Have half of a Nintendo Online subscription. Hey, wow, thank you.
The Warbo for 12 months says, once again, came back from the trip of a low stream watching, and there's a button. Shall I click the button? Yes.
You click the button.
The File Clerk
The drawer
for 7
opens.
months. Thanks for the filing.
Ryson with a 61-month resub. That's 1,923,696,000 seconds.
Thank you for 2,401 bits from Earthen One, Lord Crusher, Azure Shock, Nilo Monarchy, H-Bomb and Friends, Mr. SVCD, and Xanto69. I celebrate you with this joke. A woman is at her husband's funeral when a man leans in and says, do you mind if I say a word? Go right ahead, she replies. Plethora, he says. Thanks, the woman smiles. It means a lot.
All right. And on that note,
Okay, bye.
we'll see you tomorrow.
Yes,
There'll be-
tomorrow it won't be 9 o'clock, but there will be a New Day Tuesday and a one more, and it's both Beach.
Yeah.
Because the rest of us are prepping for the PPR, which is on Wednesday. The pre-release for Guilds of Ravnica.
It's
gonna
on
be all day
Wednesday.
Wednesday. I know it's weird. Don't complain
We
to
have
us.
so many cool guests coming. We
do.
have who do we have from?
Sam, a.k.a. Ristic Studies.
Yes.
Jordine, a.k.a. MTG Sickly. Hallie Santo from Card Kingdom. Nate Price from Wizards of the Coast. Also myself and Kathleen and Cameron and Adam will be playing. It's going to be a good day.
All right.
Any news of Dice Friends?
Not yet, but we'll tell you as soon as we know something.
We're working on stuff. Don't worry.
Yup.
All right. See you guys later.
All right. Bye.
Bye.